Ka East West Group of Institution Bangalore, ka khot admission nakamta ka nursing but paramedical course, ka bala ithu da ka Indian Nursing Council, ka buy admission ka badunatam, but she's pa percent ka jinyokam. Pila ru ban apply da ka education loan.
Hagajing persyang man pensang thu pat ba kumno ban penne pensa ikimrat nalor ki jingthong ki bala ban yarap ban penne pat ekamaryang ka Meghalaya Biodiversity Board MBB haka arpo atre ujmang arja arpun rio ka Rakhe International Day for Biological Diversity haringkat kapang acting locally for global impact Hamorio Institute of Integral Training MIIT Shillong. Hagani kasngi lawan bani shimbantado MBK Reddy IFS Principal Secretary Katanat Forest and Environment kumukongsan haringkat kajingadon langki officer nalor ki nongket kam ka Meghalaya Biodiversity Board. Hagani kasngi la samro ki Khusnam shiki Biodiversity Management Committee BMC kum kajing aimen CMiki bikin nang tre bhaya ka kam. Nakaliang ukongsan ulapan light pat baru ika poster halor ka timber trees of Meghalaya but kumjuru ika kot linked up halor ka commercial seasonal fruits of Meghalaya. Nakaliang ka Meghalaya Biodiversity Board MBB kala ay ka song pisa ka bamar shilak tingka sya artli gishnong Haribhoy district ki blala ban pinne pensa iki klaw ki batam.
So then, year after year, we have been celebrating with great fervor and gusto this International Biodiversity Day, which is a reminder to us about the duties of the citizen of this country and the world towards preserving biodiversity, which in turn helps in preserving ourselves. It is a symbiotic relationship. You preserve the nature, nature preserves you. You destroy nature, you destroy yourself. So it just remind ourselves of this holy responsibility and duty that is cast upon us by our older generations, that we celebrate year after year, this World Biodiversity Day. And the the academic significance of this particular day is that in Nairobi, one of the first biodiversity conventions, that the word adopted the charter put in biodiversity conservation in 1992 on this day, 22nd May 1992 in Nairobi, Kenya. The first convention on world biodiversity took place then, and then we adopted a charter of duties and responsibilities towards conservation of biodiversity and the future of the world. So that is how to remind ourselves of this obligation and the promise that we made ourselves way back 1992, that we celebrate year after year. This is just for the information of the school students. Our officers staff would be knowing very well about this. But then for the children who will be the flagships of this conservation initiative and movement, it is just for their knowledge that this is the significance of this day. That we sow to ourselves that will protect this world along with its biodiversity. The theme of this year, I'll just 1 or 2 minutes. I will cut my discussion, my talk to a very short period so that we have more time to visit the stalls. The theme of this celebration is acting locally for global impact. The saying goes that every drop makes an ocean. So contribution by every individual would have a significant impact at a global level. So this message is being driven to the populace and the entire world by adopting this theme, acting locally for global impact. And in this regard, the campaign has set for itself 23 global targets, which were again adopted in this Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. So we are all to integrate our steps, our progress towards this framework, towards achieving these 23 global targets. And a list of them, Biodiversity Board again, who are the lead actors in Meghalaya, they come up with a wonderful pamphlet which is distributed to all those who have come here about the 23 targets that were set for ourselves for protection of biodiversity. And here, the approach is the whole of society approach, that every limb of society can make a contribution and must make a contribution towards this framework of targets that were set for ourselves. And this would involve 3 E's: enlist, enable, empower the various players of this whole society approach. And what the players? Every conceivable organization, that is the local indigenous people, then we have local communities, we have subnational governments, cities, local authorities, women, youth groups, businesses, financial institutions, civil society organizations, everybody conceivable. There are partners of this whole of society approach. Now, why is it so important for Meghalaya? It is extremely important because Meghalaya has been a torchbearer, and this has been identified, this has been recognized, appreciated, and understood way back by the English taxonomists. See, when the British came, they also brought with them a lot of knowledge. So one of them was J.D. Hooker, John Dalton Hooker. He was a great botanist, and then he crisscrossed entire Meghalaya, especially Khasi Jaintia Hills, and then he said, Khasi Jaintia Hills is cradle of endemic species in the world. In the world, you can imagine. It's not for Northeast region or for the country or for Asia, for the world. When did he say that? In 1854. And then he said, I'm carrying the highest riches of the world. When he went back to Kew Botanical Garden, to the herbarium, carrying this treasure of the very rare endemic species which he had collected in the Khasi Jaintia Hills. Highest riches of the world today. What are they? The rare endemic flora of the world which are treasure trove in Khasi Jaintia Hills. So when they could appreciate and celebrate it, why not we? We should do that, okay? And ensure that this rich appreciation, and this is not just a word. It is not just a memory or a rumor or a gossip. He wrote it in his book, and that book is still available in the market. Now, way back then, he said that 18 orchid species are endemic to Meghalaya. 18 of them. Endemic means fully localized. You find them anywhere else. They're extinct, they're gone. So we have a responsibility and duty to preserve this endemic. And how many we catalogued them for success? Of course, the lead torchbearer was J.D. Hooker and his team. But then the Botanical Survey of India followed this rich tradition set up by the British, and then they catalogued. And they found that Meghalaya has about 1,236 endemic species. Very rich. In the entire country, how many do we have? About 5,000 and odd. And imagine, 1/5 of them in our state. Okay, just imagine, okay, how proud we should be that we are sitting on the pinnacle of nature. Nature is celebrating and we are the partners of that. And the study has revealed now why the need to raise our awareness and to ensure that these endemic species, the rare, endangered, threatened species that we have in Meghalaya, these are only plants I'm saying. We have a similar rich array of fauna as well in Meghalaya, which are equally endemic. I'm not a fauna specialist. I think if anybody is fauna specialist, could throw a light on that. But then next time, if I'm called here to speak, I will speak next about the fauna biodiversity of Meghalaya.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki batay kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kishab plus F hakajingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat akabatau bha. Kam kata ikadur jengki marbam kajing mat lani karukam shed yaki.
Balehi panai kita.
Kadon ka we kajing mentoy bakongsan. Kakot kakia. Ka nutrition bakam bha kajing im bakam bha pendon kam daki marba medon ka sharp plus F menta kasni.
Lawan Rak Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.